these are.
I didn't pick one.
Where's the one? Okay.
I didn't pick one.
Well, where is it? It's you, damn it,
I thought you
man.
already had it.
All right.
So I thought you didn't.
Whoever has the ace, come to me. That is the Charles.
Let's also give it up for Ardell, the owner of the venue, folks. It's one thing to say that you like art, it's a different thing to support the arts actually with what you got and source to source to that. So one more round of applause. Everybody is the unseen support right now.
I will hang people off the roof and I don't see them in the I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. Let me get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is April 12th, 2025, and this is the Swampberry Slam. Make some noise! My name is Rainer, your MC for the evening. Poetry Slam is a competition where poets compete for cash prizes and dubious glory. Poets will have a limited amount of time to present their work. Judges will then score their poems anywhere from 0 to 10 on such things as content, form, originality. We beseech the judges to remain unswayed by the audience.
How, Sway?
Audience, try to sway the judges. Ignoring whatever boisterous reaction your judgment elicits.
Boisterous reaction?
Audience, let the judges know how you think they're doing with their work, but do so with respectful exuberance, as there can be no show without them. Let's see. Tonight we are part of the North Central Florida Poetry Festival.
The Swampberry Jam Poetry Slam, baby!
So, any more information? So yeah, that's what I went over a little bit of what a slam is, what to expect. There is food available, there are drinks to order. I do ask that you please respect the mic. Can I get a respect the mic on 3? 1, 2, 3. Respect the mic. It's awesome. Have conversations. Just try to do it softly and in the back over there if you can. There's also food available at Flacco's. Poets have a limited amount of time to present their work. Poets, your poem starts the minute you speak, so don't start your poem until you're ready. Anything else? I'm going to do a blanket trigger warning here and now. I have no idea what these poets are going to be performing at. Do not vet their contents. They may talk about any number of things. Homophobia, transphobia, sexism, racism, misogyny, anything. So if you feel a need to step outside for whatever reason, if it hits you in a certain way, feel free to do so. But please try to do so respectfully. There is a way to go out. There's a room in back where you can kind of collect yourself. Is the front door open now, or is it still closed? I have no idea. It is open. Oh, let's also make sure we tip our waitresses. Wait. Who's behind the bar right now? Brianna? Everyone say hi, Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Guys, make friends with Brianna. It's better that way. Trust me. Anyway,
Make friends with tips.
make friends with tips. Tips is the way you help make the most friends. Give them lots of tips and then they'll enjoy them. All right. So we do have a technical issue with the stage, unfortunately, before we can start.
So dry.
Yes, the stage is dry.
Blood.
We need blood. Sacrifice. Blood. Trust me, blood. Your sacrificial poet of the evening, please give it up for Ray.
OPS?
No BS.
The thing about being half dolphin, half shark, is that aquariums love you. Want to put you on display, point out your parts as if your parents were a car wreck, twisted metal fragments folded together, parsing which pieces of you came from where, using the words dominant traits and recessive genes like their designer clothing. Meanwhile, zoologists try to resolve you, a broken Rubik's Cube, because no scientist suffers an aberration, drawing categories like fish hooks to hang you on. The thing about being half dolphin, half shark is they don't know which tank to put you in. Sharks keep counting your teeth as though you will make sense once those numbers add up. Dolphins listen to your gills and wonder, why is your nose so flat? They will try to speak to you in clicks and whistles that only sound like clicks and whistles to you. They will secretly make fun of the size of your blowhole. Sharks will question if you even like chum or if that's too much blood for your mouth to handle. You have to prove your evolution with every bite. Try not to play so nicely with humans because it looks bad. The sharks, though, will think there's too much dolphin in you. The dolphins, well, they'll think there's too much shark in you. Can't get past the smoke in your eyes, how you chew too loudly. The thing about being half dolphin, half shark is you learn how to be alienated from both classes, how not to belong to anything because you were born not to belong to anything. You try to remember that your parents birthed you out of love, not permission. Try to remember that labels are unnatural, that labels are zoologist concerns, not yours. But the thing about being half dolphin, half shark is that humans only like you behind glass. See, people can't handle contradictions. When they see fangs, they need walls to keep you in, list you as threatening, not satisfied unless you're performing, willing to feed you so long as you stay blunted, jaws and raised, flipper, but still, you become the nightmare they want to be rid of. Fins swimming down Main Street without asking permission. They start imagining their neighborhoods as steel cages submerged, you circling to make meals of them. They think they make good meals. Don't know they smell of spoiled catfish. Don't know you long for salt water, for ocean floors fathoms from their incessant splashing. But the thing about being half dolphin, half shark is that people see what they want to, forget what they want to. Will make you the main course if it feeds them. Will make you the star attraction if it pleases them. But no matter how they tax you, you must remember you're not really half anything. You are whole everything. You are the stuff of legends, the myths they tell because that's what humans do when they don't understand something. You become Kraken, Scylla, Charybdis. You become Bigfoot, blurring out assumptions. You become Phoenix, rising from the ashes of their disbelief. You must remember that legacy is a wake you leave, not the grumblings of bipeds who never ventured beyond the shallows of their own gene pool. Bipeds who scream and shout and march and burn, but never use their voices to echolocate the truth in the dark. But the thing about being half dolphin, half shark, the most important thing about being half dolphin, half shark, what you must remember about being half dolphin, half shark, is that you decide what that means. If you don't, someone will do it for you. Label you a freak, mistake, a traitor, or a fake. They will shove you in the smallest container they can find, smile and wave as you thrash against the sides, deny that your very inheritance is the ocean, that the sea runs through your veins, but it does, but it is. You are a colossus of roads standing between continents. You are a bridge in a world filled with walls. You are enough. So don't ever let anyone tell you different. Okay, that was that guy with the fish poem. Okay. So, judges, this is our practice round. So we call it sacrifice. This is how we calibrate both the audience and the judges together. So, let me get your scores on 1, 2, and this is as long as the amount of time we give you guys, 3.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'm gonna go low to high. We have a 7.
What?
We have a 9.
Yeah!
We have a 9.5.
Yeah!
A 9.8.
Yeah!
And we have a 10. Alright. So what will happen is we'll drop the low and the high, and that'll give us a score. That score will be put in by our score master, Supreme. Give it up for Noir, everyone.
Go boys!
Before we go too far, I want to make sure I introduce our judges. Let's go from right to left, I suppose. Right here, let's give it up for Nod. Nod's favorite word is blue. The color and the word. So sometimes you feel that way, sometimes it's something that you see. That's awesome. One of the words that's the last discovered, blue was one of the ones that was like later on down the line. I know like red was earlier, orange before blue, but blue was the last one. So just like you're the last judge here today, but that's okay because you're on time.
We had a change of judges.
Oh, we had a change in judges. Awesome. Okay. Because that was a practice round, so it's totally cool. If that happens during the regular rounds, we might have an issue. But all right, let's see. And we're going to have, let's see, I put your name down here. It's Michelle.
No.
Nope, it's Carol.
No.
It's
Practice round.
Could y'all tell him what my name is, please?
Terry Bailey. I have it here. I'm sorry. Terry Bailey. I'm sorry. I do know that your favorite word is purple, though.
Indeed.
So blue and purple. Purple.
Carol.
Purple.
No, Terry's favorite is purple.
Terry's favorite purple. Oh my gosh, you guys are like in sync already. All right,
Yeah.
that's awesome. But purple, like the color purple, I think one of my favorite movies. Yeah, Yes, moving and moving right along. Let's give it up for Terry. You get a little extra there because I apologize.
We're good.
And let's have, all right, so I don't mess this up. Michelle? Michelle? Yes, Michelle. Their favorite word is just.
I like that.
Just. Give it up for Michelle. Number 4, Amira. Amira's favorite word is learn.
I like that.
You could all use learn right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Give it up for Amira, ladies and gentlemen. And our new judge, what is your name?
Rex.
Rex. And Rex, have we had a chance to go over the rules with you as a judge?
0 to 10, 10 is the best, 0 is the worst.
Yes. Give us a decimal point 2 so that we don't have ties. 7.8, 8.5, 9.7. If you 10, like I said, it's fantastic, amazing.
How specific can we get with the decimals?
A decimal point. So 1, because I don't want to have to mail it to NASA to figure out what the score is. Okay. So.
So no pi day.
No, in fact, resist the urge to do any joke scores whatsoever, please.
Okay.
I will say this bluntly now. There is money on the line, so if someone loses because of a joke, they'll be mad at me first and Noir second. So let's make sure, because there's actually opportunities on the line, folks. There's money. There's opportunities later on to represent Blackberry Peach and actually greater than that. So yeah, so there's opportunities here. So I appreciate the silliness. I love the silliness. But at this given instance, make sure the scores are like represent how they make you feel.
No, I wouldn't give someone a joke score. I just think like numbers are beautiful.
That's true. Numbers are beautiful. One more round of applause for Rex. And if you have any issues you need to get up for anything, please let us know. We literally cannot have the show without you. I'm going to reiterate to all the judges, we literally cannot have the show without you. So you need to get up for every reason. Please let us know. In any event, all right, that was the practice round. We got all the kinks out, all right? Now this is for the money rounds. So ready to go. You guys ready? You guys loose? Awesome. So I'm going to do the on deck rule where I say who's next, but not who's going immediately. On deck is Queen Killen. But coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for the Charles Hines!
Whoa, House!
That's my
Home, bro!
You better with the pants.
Tampa in the building.
Let's go, Bestie.
All rise. This is case 042495 in the matter of Charles Hines and the ownership of the identity thereof. Present with us today, we have Blackness and Queerness. Blackness, please give your opening statement. Your Honor, I'm here to speak on behalf of a bloodline, of DNA, over 400 years of slavery, 89 of segregation. This man is black by birth. Queerness, you may speak. Your Honor, this isn't about color. It's about love. It's about over 20 years of being documented as a mental disorder, under 10 of legal marriage, and a lifetime of inequality. See, black people don't believe in homosexuality. It's not that we have a problem with gay people, it's just the Bible says gay people aren't racist. You can't be mad at somebody for their preference. We just don't want black people in our media. We just don't want gay folks around our kids. A black gay face couldn't lead our movement. It's hard enough being black. Don't y'all know black people were chained up by the millions and left to die in cotton fields? It's hard enough being gay. Don't you know gay people were infected with AIDS by the millions and left to die in hospital beds? But wait, I object. Cause didn't blacks sell blacks into slavery? I object. Cause isn't being gay a choice? I object. Oh, well, I guess y'all ain't never heard of Tuskegee. Oh, well, I guess y'all ain't never heard of Stonewall. Well, what y'all know about being a nigga? Well, what y'all know about being a faggot? Well, what they know about being shot down, beat down, locked up, beat up, hanged, raped, murdered for being too much you. The party in question has prepared a statement. Sometimes I don't think my body can handle any more oppression. My identities couch hop from place to place, packaging portions of my personality and waiting for the appropriate spaces to unbox them. My mind is a custody battle. It's both identities stepping on the other's vocal cords to colonize the tongue I taste, the paper my eulogy be printed on. Ain't that the blackest thing you ever heard, having to live with a contingency plan? Ain't that the gayest thing you ever heard, trying to prevent the prophecy of your own death? Ain't that the most intersectional thing you done ever heard? I am proud to be black. And I am proud to be queer, but this pride is yanking me off of two bridges at once. My funeral feels like a fist fight between families. I wonder which part of me will scream the loudest, or if both will seal the other's mouth shut. But I know that to object to either would just mean to object to myself.
Set it off.
Voice of God. What was the score of the previous poet with the weird fish pond?
Previous poet had a 28.3.
28.3. Give it up for Mike. All right, judges. Let's see if the scores are ready. Can I get your scores on 1, 2, 3? Cool. All right, gonna go from low to high again. We have a 7.5.
What?
We have an 8.8.
What?
We have an 8.9.
What?
A 9.9.
Yeah.
And a 9.9.
Yeah.
Applaud the poet, applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. All right. On deck is Maze, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Quinn Kelly!
As a mother, you will never be a job, an obligation, no missed deadline for an abortion. You ain't got to audition to be accepted by me, and I will love you without conditions, so you know that love doesn't require any. You will never bear the name Jesus, bear a cross, or be a burden, because you are my salvation, and I will crucify anybody that prays on your downfall, because you are born of a goddess, and if God himself don't want to answer my prayers, I'll bleed my own blood just to cover you in my protection. Because when you lay your head at night, you ain't got to worry about the monsters underneath your bed or the ones trying to get up underneath your sheets. Because your mama gonna show them how she mastered her demons. Because as your mom, the only thing you'll ever have to hide in the closets are your diaries. I'll even let you keep a few secrets in them so long as they don't remain in the dark. My mouth will be a bear hug of affirmation so you don't have to depend on a pill or a bottle or a nut to be your confidant. My ears won't load your feelings into the barrel of my tongue and shoot you down when I get upset with you, but instead, I'll shoot you higher than any Lego set that mommy or daddy will buy you for your birthday or for Christmas sets. I will gun down any expectations that they try to put on your black skin, and I will aim higher than the noses of the people that will look down on your greatness on your black skin, because child, you are the child I wish I could have been, and I am the parent that I wish I always had, because as your mom, I will teach you how to be loved before I teach you how to give it. I will love you down, but I will still chew you up if you done wrong by somebody else. Because I'm going to teach you the difference between what's right and what's wrong, from bias and validations, and spectrums and technicalities, so that way violence and frustration won't be your path to wisdom. Because I know every memory is not going to involve a smile, and I know we're going to have our ups and downs. But I promise to emancipate the trauma left before me, so that way you don't have to look forward to your Independence Day. Woo. Because just because I became a master of life don't mean I gotta be a master in yours, because as your mom, I pray that I reach the grave before you do, so that way my funeral don't feel like apologies and answers you've never received. And I know I will never be the perfect mother, and I know I'm gonna make some mistakes down the road, but baby, oh baby, at least your mama lived for you, knowing I was in debt to you beforehand. Woo!
Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.6.
27.6. Give it up for Charles.
Yeah.
All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.3.
Okay.
Drop that shit.
We have an 8.7.
Oh.
We have a 9.
Okay.
I like the term. I was like, yeah, okay. A 9.5
That's improvement.
and a 9.8.
That's improvement.
Applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, moving right along. On deck, we have D-Rod, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for May!
No BS. No BS.
She fit better just on our jeans. Come on.
Sure. You're right, though.
In my spare time, I go bar hopping. I sit in solitude, people watching as I order my favorite drink. Bartender, let me get a double shot of water. I sit watching alcohol give boldness to the shyest souls. Happy drunks giving out hugs they never received. The emotionally trapped enjoying their escape from reality. But sometimes, Bear Goggle exposes more gruesome images. I've witnessed vodka-filled laughter turn into yelling matches, salt rim into black eyes. Alcohol is sneaky. 100 proof pours, poor decision, bottom up, show, distorted reflection, rum sucker punches people into risking it all. The aftermath of alcohol makes you regurgitate false information like lies. My mother lied to protect, lied to comfort, lied because she knows her daughter. Mom, what happened? I asked, staring at her head with once long, thick hair, now bald. I've never seen stitches up close before. I fell down the stairs, she says. I walk down the stairs, trying to connect them to bruises. Maybe I'm too intoxicated with anger to walk straight. See, a family friend drove her home with Don Julio drenched intentions. He walked her to her door, her, thank you, good night, straight, no chaser. He heard, chaser. Her rejection left a whiskey sour taste in his mouth, watered down his expectations, not quite the burn in his chest he was looking for. His hurt hypnotic, thought anything was possible, turned into the Incredible Hulk, hit her over and over. His weapon of choice, alcohol made him pick up the hammer. Intoxication being an old-fashioned excuse, his plea that alcohol made me do it. But if you know anything about alcohol, you know that drunk words speak sober thoughts. And it is clear that he loved the taste of Bloody Mary, her wine, not strong enough to make him stop. Someone called 911, sirens flashing, flooded the block. He fled, disappeared to the night. After making her just another spilled drink on the steps of our home, she was trapped. The never-ending hangover made her an alcoholic. Couldn't sleep through the night without picturing those shots to the face And now I, your daughter, who loves hard, fight hardest for the one that she loves, filled with ever losing her mother, fear. I am territorial, protective, play detective, vengeful, hold grudges tighter than I give hugs. So in my free time, I go investigate, I go bar hopping. And I look for the motherfucker, I people watch. People ask, why are you at a bar alone if you don't drink? Because when I find him, I want it to be clear that I understand my Miranda rights. When I take my first shot of top shelf revenge, I need it to be so ever clear that the alcohol didn't make me do it.
Voice of God. What was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.2.
27.2. Give it up for Quinn Killen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, judges, you know the drill. Your score is on red, yellow, blue.
Primary color.
Sorry, I can just difficult sometimes.
Clever.
All right, from low to high, we have a 7.1.
Wow!
We have an 8.2.
Okay.
We have an 8.8.
That's better.
We have a 9.
Oh.
And we have a 9.2.
Oh.
Applaud the poet, applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, he fine. Can your girl fight?
My sister wrote me a letter. In it, she told how the short story she wrote years ago was going to be published and sold in Walden Books. Jokingly, I asked myself, do black people even shop there anymore? Maybe she should have it sold at gas stations. Position it between the white tees and the wife beaters. Right next to the Newports and Blunts, or posted up in front of the fridge filled with Steel Reserve 211 and quarts of Old E. Yeah, get the Pulitzer ready. But what was really funny was the tone of the letter made it seem that this signing now made her a success. But she was successful when she survived a military marriage with an ungrateful husband who thought it was easier to get a new chick rather than work through it. She was success for when she survived a second baby daddy who thought it was easier to be broke rather than pay child support. She was successful when she would relocate with 2 small boys, work hard but could not buy them all the toys but could still foster their hopes and their dreams. She was success from when she would reconnect with a semi-estranged mother to help keep the family stronger. She was success from when she would pick up a pen to put down her pain and stress in poetry and not take it out on the kids. You see, she was success from when she survived late nights in emergency rooms with incorrect doctors and minimal insurance. When she survived incorrect prescriptions that sent her running back, but never allowed her life train to run off track, and never allowed the bridge that would lead to the things in life she hoped to achieve to ever collapse. She was successful when she put out a living baby daddy / wannabe husband that played more PlayStation than played with the kids. Couldn't keep a job because he smoked more weed than went to work, and caused her to lose her home in its entirety because she bullshitted entirely too much. She was success. Again, when she would relocate and come back with nothing more than the clothes on her back and 3 small kids in tow. So now you know. So in my reply letter, I wrote her and I told her that, my sister, I love you. And I want you to always remember that. You were a success from when you gave your life for your 3 kids and kept the faith until God could give it back. And what else could you call success?
Come on.
Voice of God. What was the score of the previous poet?
The score of the previous poet was a 26.
A 26. Give it up for Macy's, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.2.
Whoa!
We have a 9. Okay, we have some. We have a 9.1 and a 9.1.
Oh.
Oh wait, you got that. Sorry, very close scores. We have an 8.2.
What?
A 9.
Oh.
A 9.1.
Oh.
A 9.1.
Oh, that's the same.
And a 9.2.
That's only
Applaud the board, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So 8.2, 9, 9.1, 9.1, 9.2. Just make sure you got that right. Alright.
Thank you, numbers.
Words and numbers are hard, folks. On deck is Slim, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Doug Dupree!
Greenville in the house.
That'll use you.
If my daughter ever asks me, before you married mom, what was your body count? I can't lie. If my son asks me the same, I'm gonna tell him, yeah, I'm saying my boy, you know how we... Nah, I'm gonna tell him more than I'm proud of, son. But when we live in a world that teaches us to keep our son's options open, but our daughter's legs closed, it's easy for us to miss the value of every body. Like, bodies are supposed to be special, but the world turned it into something else. Like, men are supposed to be safe, but the bodies turned us into something else. Like, I'm supposed to be a protector, but they turned me into a weapon, a soldier with the mission to imperialize any body I can conquer. So now, in order to feel like a man again, I'm aiming for the mannequin of any woman willing to be a target. That's why we got these mass shooters teaching our boys how to be marksmen, saying, why keep it in the holster when you got rounds? Fire to the chambers of your soul empty. Boys see most trigger-happy men with their gun range from boys from my godfathers to men with low caliber and no gun control. Talking out both sides of a barrel, saying, don't marry her, just revolver around the hood. But we'll be pissed to learn his dead daughters in the crossfire, but let's be honest. I mean, we grown, who's concerned about a body count? Because after 4 or 5, does another body count? Just add them bodies to that grave that nobody counts, creating casualties so casually. But I'm no better. Y'all want to hear a war story? There's one time during battle, I had a woman say she loved me, and I didn't even say it back. She said she needed somebody, so we went body for body. I thought it was a little friendly fire. But to a million pieces, I burned her. And to this day, it's hard for me to take responsibility for her ashes because I know that I never earned her, got us leaving bedrooms, thinking we some kind of war hero, when in reality, I'm more mortician than meets the eye. But the generals don't tell you that the more bodies you fill with your past, the less you feel about the body that's right here in front of you. They don't warn you how dead people, they don't teach you that the aglets in these soul ties are more noose than not. Don't make the kill if you can't carry the casket. My fellow soldiers, aren't we tired of fighting? Trying to camouflage to hide the fact that we really just wounded. I know your army fatigued. And I don't want to be a soldier in this Trojan war no more. I want to tell my son he's only here because he's a ricochet. When all that shooting backfired because daddy got ghosted on him now. Gets spooked when everyone shows up on his news feed. Scared these poltergeists gonna write on his Facebook wall about all the good times. No, son. I regret creating body bags, knowing I'll probably never visit their grave site in real life, but it's so much easier to go to battle with a woman instead of going to war within myself. So when they ask me about my graveyards, I won't lie, I'll tell them, weapons are a powerful thing, son, but you don't have to pull the trigger just because you're the one holding the gun.
Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.2.
27.2. Give it up for D-Rod the poet, ladies and gentlemen. All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. There you go. For suspense. Okay. From low to high, we have a 9.4, a 9.9, a 9.9, a 10, and a 10. Moving right along. On deck, we have Just Incredible. But coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Slim True.
You're too tall.
I have a father, a man, a shadow that made it possible for me to be born. First memory with smiles that will follow me for a lifetime. Smiles are how I survived this life, so I was there smiling in a driveway, on a toy car, ironically sitting in a place where departures happen, not being able to go anywhere, barely learned to walk, looking up past the car roofs. Mother's body swung from side to side by him, by the shadow. Memories stick. First time I actually met him, I thought he looked like Santa Claus. White beard over a big belly, breaking into homes, judging the children that lived there, bag full of presents, only present once a year, what a belly. It would move as he laughed and lied. It wasn't cookies and milk that made it grow. Instead, it was fear and anger that expanded the gut. Instead of ties for Father's Day, it felt like nooses being wrapped around the idea of a perfect daughter. Drop the floor beneath me and let that image die, sir. You can't expect astonishing offspring when you miss every other season in their life. And the word father means nothing to me. It is darkness, and shadows disappear as soon as the light hit you at the right point. And my light came in when I was 2. I met my dad. Dad is not father. Father drinks, drunk, drinks. Father hits. Father damage, apologizes, damage. Father negative, father controls. Dad loves, always. Dad hugs, dad trusts, dad honor, dad protect, dad teach, dad parents. Dad sees me as perfect. Dad, reason for my high expectations. Father doesn't see me at all. Father, reason for my insecurities, the people departing from driveways, never to be seen again. Dad told me to not settle for less. Father, reason why I cry out of nowhere. And Dad told me to treat my life like I treat my car. Don't allow people with muddy souls to enter. Father told me to wait for his call. And Dad bought me random rap CDs and said, I don't know why you like this, but here you go. Father bought me a computer and didn't know how to spell my name for the delivery. Dad lights up when people say that we look alike. Father shrugs and says, she doesn't have my eyes. I look more like my dad than my father, and I know it's because Dad's heart was made to raise mine. Father's heart was drowned in a flask. Father should have stepped up the day I was conceived. Should have stepped into treatment. Should have stepped off a cliff for all I care. Never stepped up when the youngest of kids was born. Only thing that stepped up was his rage. He is a step parent in this. Father is nobody. Dad's hands cradled me before I knew what unconditional love was. Dad just lived until he found me.
Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 29.8.
29.8. Give it up for Dove Dupree. Yeah. All right, judges, let me get your scores on un, deux, trois.
French.
All right, from low to high, we have an 8.6.
What?
We have an 8.7.
What?
We have an 8.8.
What?
We have a 9.
Oh.
And we have a 9.1. Applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the audience is really certain about what they feel, and the rest of the audience is like, I don't know. I'll wait.
You got it, George?
It's okay to applaud, and it's okay to cheer for stuff that you hear that you like. But remember, snap your fingers, everybody snap your fingers together. Let's share a sec. Good feelings right now. Share whenever you want to. All right. On deck, we have Arjun Bala. They're coming to the stage right now. Please give a warm round of applause for Just Incredible!
305 to my city.
305.
He's just incredible.
I saw myself die a hero, then live long enough to witness myself become the villain. I was that man. For as long as I can remember, I've done things in my life just to get attention, especially from women. I took real good looks at these good-looking women with the most evilest intentions, hoping, dreaming, and fantasizing that one day they can take my dried-up soul or quench it. I had a psychological dependence, an addiction to having my ego jacked up until we were both unconscious, numb, the fondest memories. Chivalry was heartless. Female trust wasted on my bed sheets. It was grotesquely fleshly, dark and twisted, narcissistic. Another Christian just living his life in constant contradiction. This was more than personal, this was business. My business was to give him the business. This was my full-time job description. Seeking fulfillment in God's daughters instead of finding fulfillment in God himself. Because love is God himself. I knew God loved me, but it was so hard for me to love myself. Do you feel me? Clearly I'm looking into the mirror to forgive me. They say the healed me is the real me, so I'm still me. Depression and insecurities will never kill me. Heart been sick for many years. Cloudy skies in between these veneers. 2 decades in a mental prison, I trapped myself. So ignorant, didn't even listen to ask for help. Assuming the worst. Her perfume was a curse. Didn't know what to do when it hurts. Many panic attacks. Long nights. More liquor while consuming these perks. Distractions. Bad habits. Unhealthy attachments. It looked like same clothes for 3 days in a row. Living with the decisions that I chose. A lot of what I wanted would have kept me in a spiritual bondage. Big picture this. I could have been real intimate with a boa constrictor's grip. What do you do when God says no to what you truly want in your soul? When you want to be on the road and he tells you to stay at home. Sometimes God will break your heart to save your heart. So I will trust the director, stick to the script and play my part. This is art imitating life and life imitating art. This ain't a movie, dog. This is a product of lots of sleep, checkups and doctor fees, prophecies, living oxy-free, me acknowledging my hypocrisies and giving full-blown apologies. Phone on do not disturb, spiritual rehab, open mics, more sunlight, letting go of the weed bag, searching for that truth that's within, on this journey chasing after the wind, in the gym often, repping till failure, learning lessons from my failures, through every sermon discerning a message, appreciating my blessings and weapons, teardrop puddles, listening to truth without rebuttals, finding my place, refining my pace, no reason to rush through, asking for prayer, dropping my pride, checking in with friends, addressing what's inside the wounds, starting from where I'm at, using what I got, doing what I can as I stand, shooting my shot. I can never be perfect. The more that I live on purpose, the less death makes me feel nervous. I'm living proof that God will send people in your life just to help heal you, so that depression and insecurities won't kill you.
You better.
Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 26.5.
26.5, give it up for Slim Truth, ladies and gentlemen. All right, judges, let me get your scores on Hana, Dul, Set. It's Korean. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.5.
Whoa!
We have an 8.9.
What a 9!
We have a 9.
That's higher than an 8.9.
We have a 9.8. And we have a 9.9. Applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. deck we have Nisa Rose, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Arjun Bala!
OPS, no BS.
In 2022, India celebrated the Academy Award win of a feature-length film from an Indian film industry. RRR took what Tarantino did to the revenge genre and gave it the masala treatment. With epic set pieces, demigod-level heroes, cartoonishly evil villains, this was cinematic maximalism. I can't lie to you. I lapped it up to Naku Naku. Every hook step of that number softened the stings of insults endured growing up South Indian in America. While the world sang that song's praises, I felt that S on my chest growing all year. So much so, I was willing to look past any questions just to enjoy this moment of visibility. Like, why wasn't the film nominated? Just the songs. Why weren't there any Desis cast on that Oscar stage? Why is it that our stories are only ever worth hearing when they come with catchy beats or adorned in colorful costumes, yet our greatest triumphs and our darkest hours never seem to grace the limelight? No. When it comes to exposure, cameras favor fairer complexions over darker compositions. Is it any wonder that prior to 2022, the only Indian Academy Award winners were the music director for Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire and the costume designer for a biopic about Gandhi starring Ben Kingsley? Even today, it seems our stories are better received when they leave British lips. But we need not look any further than 2021 for an Indian film that represented our struggle. Sardar Udham, noted for its fearless honesty. And just how not Bollywood the film is, there is no glamour, no hyperbole, no songs. Because what better score than silence when witnessing the silencing of scores? Hear every spent bullet, every cartridge finding home in flesh and bone. Hear a mother's death rattle be the lullaby for her dying child while survivors scour the slain for loved ones. The blood spilled in Jallianwala Bagh sowed the seeds of a nation whose film board saw fit that story didn't even merit nomination out of fear of engendering hatred for the British over politics. It's funny how party lines parallel history when we too become party to our own censorship. It speaks to how representation absolutely is a privilege, one we can ill afford to leave in the wrong hands. Those of us who walk in paths paved by the blood of our ancestors owe it to them to give voice to their stories untold. So when people say things like history is written by the victors, tell them sure, but history, real history is spoken by survivors. The question is, will you speak or be spoken over?
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had a 27.7.
A 27.7. Give it up for Just Incredible. Right now, please give a warm round of applause for Nisa Rose!
I hear the ancestors. Run, nigga, 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 run, nigga, 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 run. So I ran, barefoot through the hush of the night, running through the swamp, heart pounding like drums at a secret gathering. Branches clawed at my skin, but I didn't turn back. The dogs cried out behind me, fear snapped at my heels like chains undone, still I ran. Through tall grass, over roots and broken ground, past trees shaped like elders in prayer. The air was thick like the lies they fed us, that we were less, that we were theirs, but I knew deep in the bone and blood that I could never be owned, that I was already whole. I wasn't just running from, I was running to a knowing, to the land that lives within, to freedom not mapped on soil, but rooted in spirit. Run, nigga. I moved like a whisper unchained, like Harriet's breath was in my lungs, like mama's humming prayers held my spine steady. I moved like a slow burning fire in wet woods of my becoming. They said freedom was north, but I found it right here.
Between heartbeat and breath, between silence and scream, between terror and truth. See, freedom is not a place, it's a remembering, a rising, a reclaiming. I remembered I am not their names, not their numbers, not their shame. I am more than the field, than the lash, than the darkness they tried to bury me in. Run, nigga. Not just from whips and masters, but from the hush and silence of pain. From the shame stitched in my mama's eyes. From the lie that said survival was the same as living. I ran from the mirror that I forgot was my name. From the weight of strong black woman that never let me rest. It never let me grieve. I ran from the lipped prayers, from the hush of hospital rooms where birth and loss lived too close together. I ran barefoot through my own mind. Through the forest of trauma, through postpartum shadows, through nights I held my babies close and cried, where no one could hear, but I didn't stop. Because I knew my children are not inheriting my chains. They're gonna inherit my rising, my song, my breath, my freedom land, so I ran, nigga. But even in the speed, I honored the ones who walked before me, barefoot and bold, singing spirit songs. See, I knew I am their breath made visible, their dream and flesh, their somebody and someday in the now. Now listen, when I stepped out that swamp, mud falling like old sorrow, I laughed. Loud and wide like thunder cracking through a cage. Laughed like I had swallowed light itself. See, the earth held me close. The sky bowed low, and I, once hunted, stood whole, holy and home. See, yes, I ran, nigga, ran. Until I remembered, Freedom Land was never out there, it's here, it's inside of me, it always has been. Do you feel that? That's freedom at last.
Voice of God, what was the score of the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.4.
27.4, give it up for Arjun Bala. All right, judges are going to get your scores on January, February, March.
Those are months.
Okay, from low to high, we have an 8.7. We have a 9.1, a 9.2, a 9.3, and a 9.5. Applaud the vote of poetry, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That ends the first half, or the first round of the slam. There are 3 rounds total. Everyone performs for both rounds, the first 2. Last round will be 4 poets, I believe, advancing.
Yeah.
And the winner of that will receive $1,000. Second place, 300 or 200? 300, 200. Correct? Sounds about right. Sure.
Second place.
Yes. All right. So the person who knows that for a fact is coming to the stage right now. Please give a warm round of applause for Poet Laureate E. Stanley Richardson.
I can't see the sparks. You gotta have the sparks so you can see it. And thank you everyone for coming out. You having a great time?
Yeah!
All right, this is the 2nd annual Swampberry Jam Poetry Slam. So we want to thank Vecinos and Ardell for supporting us. Don't forget to support him by buying drinks and supporting the bar. Please, thank you. I am E. Stanley Richardson, the Poet Laureate of Alachua County, Florida. So, thank you so much, all of you, for blessing us with your words. This is incredible. Before you go today, please let us know what we can do to make this slam better. We're just getting started. We want to, we do everything well. So we want to make sure that we continue to do well, and anything that we can do to make this a better event, please let us know. All right, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank ARTSPEAKS, who I'm the founder of ARTSPEAKS, and this amazing North Central Florida Poetry Festival, Bard and Broadside, North Central Florida Poetry Festival. Happy National Poetry Month, everyone. Thank you to Kevin, to everyone, all the poets, all of you, audience, the judges, thank you. And I'm going to get out of the way. And when he called my name, I almost, like, what are you calling me for? I'm not performing. But anyway, thank you. I'm having a wonderful time. Everybody's here having a wonderful time. Please don't forget to buy drinks, support the venue,
There you go.
Okay? Thank you. I'm gonna get out of the way. Bye. Love you.
All right, folks, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Feel free to patronize the venue, buy some food, talk to a poet, let them know they're doing a great job. Give them money if you can. They might even have merchandise for you. 5 minutes. Don't you go too far though.
Open mic.
Is it an open mic?
There's an open mic after the slam.
Oh, sorry. There is also an open mic after the slam. So once the high stakes poetry is resolved and the title is given, you may take the stage and perform your own poetry. Significantly lower stakes. At least less right. There's probably stakes still. There's always stakes still. Are we creating art communities? There's stakes. So if you're audio music, why don't you know that? If possible, please let the judges use the bathroom first. That way they can get back to their duties. So our time limit is 3:20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back! That was the first exciting round of Poetry Slam for some of y'all, ever. So, how'd you guys like that? Was that interesting? It's hard to explain to people what Poetry Slam is until you actually experience it. But it's kind of like the Matrix in some weird way. Like, yeah. So, what's going to happen next round is all the poets are going to come back one more time. All their scores are going to be added to the next round. The top 4 are going to advance into the final round, the money round, in which someone will receive $1,000 cash. Gonna get a ooh from the audience. Ooh! You guys are on point with that one. All right. Mental note. All right. So the order for the next round is as follows. Number 1, Nisa. Number 2, Arjun. Number 3, Justin. Number 4, Slim. Number 5, Dub. Number 6, D-Rod. Number 7, Maze. Number 8, Quinn. And number 9, Charles. So, on deck is Arjun Bala. We're gonna get straight into it. Coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Nisa Rose!
Is that too loud? Okay.
Got him.
I am everything I wanna be. I am everything I need. I am the mother I needed. The soft place I never knew, the voice that doesn't crack under pressure but sings lullabies into the marrow of my children's bones. I am the moon my younger self prayed for, hovering whole even when waning. My babies, they arrive like morning light softly, breaking open my darkness without apology. They taught me how to breathe again, to inhale with trust, excel the lies of lack, and with every breath a new version of me is born. I heal in their laughter. The way their joy boomerangs across the room, breaking generational curses like glass, shattering shame, echoing truth through our halls. I did not come from perfect wombs, but resilient ones. And my body, it holds them still. See, every woman who came before me lives in the curve of my spine, in the rhythm of my walk, in the hush between my heartbeats. See, they hum through hurt, carry tomorrow in their bones, and still make space to sway, to sing, to rise. I sing for them. The ones who prayed for me through blood and labor pains without knowing my name. I mother with their memory. I mother with their spirit. I mother with the thunder of my own becoming. Now look, sometimes I cry in the quiet when no one is looking, because even a mountain needs rain. Sometimes I crack in the stillness because even the earth must break to breathe. Sometimes this work feels too big, like catching light in my bare hands or stitching stars back into the torn sky, but I do it daily because they deserve galaxies. I harmonize with them. Not by singing louder, but by listening. By knowing that to lead is to sometimes follow their wonder. To hold space from the wild grace of their becoming. I see the pain of my bloodline carried. I renamed it, revisited it, rewrote the ending. I cradled it with love, then let my living be the story from now. I am the softness returning to our line. See, babies, mommy loves you. I love you in all the ways my mother couldn't say it. In all the ways she swallowed it, hid it behind tired sighs and long days, behind hands too full to hold herself. I pick up the love she left behind, dust it off, lift it high, and I say for the both of us, I love you. I love you. Mommy loves you. See, my motherhood is not an echo, it's a thunderclap, a renewal, a revival, the kind that makes ancestors lean forward and whisper, look at her. The kind that makes the earth hush just long enough to hear me say confidently, I am not just a mother. I am the rebirth of my lineage, a living altar, a walking prayer, a spirit dressed in skin. I am the one who you've been waiting for. I, mother with holy conviction and knowing that every scar is a seed. And I am the garden, the gardener, the soil, the water, and the tool. See, I am everything I want to be. I am everything that we need.
Alright, so. Did we get the score for the last round? Should I ask you for that right now?
I believe the last poet had 27.6.
So the last poet got a 27.6. Give it up for that poet. Round of applause. Judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3.
Number.
Okay, awesome. We have 5 numbers. From low to high, we have an 8.7. We have a 9.1.
Okay.
We have a 9.3.
Okay.
A 9.5. And a 9.8.
Okay.
Applaud the poet about poetry, ladies and gentlemen. On deck is just incredible. But come into the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Arjun Bala!
OBS, no BS.
For over 7 years, I've lived the stereotype of being the Indian guy that works at a call center. I know the jokes write themselves, but I tell you what, there's an intimacy interacting with strangers with all senses stripped away except the sound of the human voice. But it gets real old hearing over and over, oh, but you speak English so well, you don't even sound Indian. But that hits different when the voice on the line is Indian too. It's funny, because the first words that leave these lips weren't even English. They were Malayalam. But private school holy water has a way of washing that devil out your tongue.
Wow.
I learned to swallow my words. I watched that hesitation beget shame as a cycle is born. In just a year, I walk away with the one sin I've yet to redeem. I sacrificed my mother tongue to fit in.
Wow.
There's something about watching birthright become bastard that hits like linguistic indigestion. As my mouth feels more like patricide. Like this mouth, born a byproduct, betrayed by upbringing, chokes out my mother tongue, predisposed to misplacing language like IDs on a workday. And my throat is just an ill-fitting shirt with the collar too tight. Asphyxiating the syllables, this accent struggles to speak. They just never sound right, so I'd rather stay silent, enduring the ignominy of watching heritage wither away by my hand while eulogizing the countless conversations that died with my grandmother.
What?
I am a child of the Sunshine State, but the sunshine here feels empty without the sweet serenade of a quail bird song. Instead, my tongue becomes battlefield for a border dispute long demarcated by these language barriers. But I then return to the voice on the other end of this line whose accent resembles my father's. His voice is tinged with the familiar timbre of frustration and anticipation of being made foreigner all over again. I scroll through his account and I recognize the shared names of 4 generations of my family tree. And faintly in the background, suddenly I hear, Unni bababu, punni bababu. Familiar melody of a lullaby my mother would sing to me every night before I went to sleep. That moment of vulnerability, I forget that I'm at work. And I'm like, sir, are you Marathi? In that moment, Just like that, he forgets frustration, warms with connection, and in our mother tongue replies back, his words carry with them the comfort of familiarity that can only be found when hearing home in a stranger's voice.
Wow.
Just as much as I long to hear that in others, it's worth all the work so they too can hear it in mine.
Come on.
After all, is that connectivity was the home I've been searching for all this time.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had a 27.9.
27.9. Give it up for Nisa. Nisa Rose. All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.3. We have a 9.
Okay, this is true.
A 9.
Another one?
A 9.3.
Okay.
And a 9.8.
Okay.
Applaud the poet, applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. On deck is Slim Truth, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Justin Credible!
Liberty City in the house. Gotta let the Lord use you.
I do this for mothers who can't reach their daughters. For young men who still hate their fathers. For those in treatment, barely making progress. Feeling like a hot mess. Still struggling, submitting to the process. When my pen's moving, it's a movement. My poetry is low-key, prophetic for the next revolution. Public school books like to delude us. Politicians lie and rebuke us. AI still trying to compute us. Corporations like to misuse and abuse us. Event promoters want to recoup, but oftentimes feed us excuses. But we're the motivational speakers in your speakers. Surrogate parents in the bleachers. Therapists, preachers, teachers, brain surgeons on most days, and some of y'all still don't even want to pay the copay. Okay. This artist heaven sent medication. Facilitating your elevation. It's self-discovery education. We're human mutants, level 5 X-Men. To be elite, our work has to be internationally critiqued. Recordings of our stutters, stumbles, and fumbles on repeat. We're here to shock you, move you out of your seat, lift you up and on your feet, fighting for freedom and justice beyond our reach. Preaching in little country towns, suburbs, and streets. Most people fear public speech, but believe talk is cheap. This is for those rapping for a paycheck that haven't got paid yet. Wow. Waiting on their time to shine, but didn't get that big break yet. This right here is for the poets who retired, had their hearts broken by liars, who had children or were called to something higher. For the real ones that need another push, catch their breath, get some rest, take some time to recultivate their best. This is dedicated to the artists who took their own lives. No note, without telling us why. Dealing with depression, oppressed by spirits tortured inside. You can see it in their face. You can feel it through their eyes. For some fighting homelessness and hopelessness. After showing the world so much beauty, I know that's sick. After what y'all done for me off GP, I owe y'all this. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment the essence of this creative covenant. To never change on the ones who put me on the game. Like close family, word to my name, I treat them all the same. The ones who taught me this craft, guiding me through my path. No hesitation, any request you don't even have to ask. I pledge my allegiance and I take the oath. A healthy lifestyle is what I promote, I'm on my post. I will do no harm. Staying true to my calling, true to this art. Executing my job, doing my part, ain't trying to play God. Never deciding to be on the side of silence. No co-signing injustice from tyrants. Staying sober-minded so I can function. won't succumb to corruption or destruction. Live by the code, not by the wave. Respect for my bros taking secrets to the grave. May we be living legends. Attack the mic with no fear. Give it our all, earn the respect of our peers. Use this power for good and pray that it connects. Never see the end of the ripple effects. May we forever prosper. Feel the joy of life without strife. And if we renege, may the reverse be our plight.
Voice of God, what was the poet's previous score?
Previous poet had a 27.3.
27.3. Give it up for Arjun Bala, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping that said, I say previous poet's score, not the poet's, because those are different things, and words matter because we're here because words matter. So the previous poet's score, Arjun Bala, was a 27.3. Give it up one more time for Arjun Bala. All right. Judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.5. We have an 8.7. We have an 8.8. We have a 9.8. We have a 9.9. Applaud the poet, applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, moving right along. On deck, we have Dove Dupree coming to the stage right now. Please give a warm round of applause for Slim True.
There are some lessons engraved in childhood. You don't say Candyman or Bloody Mary without knowing you're inviting trouble. And you don't cry. La Llorona will get you. It's been said, a woman haunts bridges, mourning the bodies of her children who she drowned, in response to her husband drowning himself in other women. We heard her story in English and Spanish. We knew that our whimpers would cross language barriers far before our joy did. If we sobbed long enough and loud enough, she'll be drawn right to our feet, drag us into the water, hold us there until tears was the last thing we tasted. No, you don't cry, she'll find you. Crying is best understood with a time limit. Best way to use it is to smother the sorrow. Get over it, and get over it quickly. La Llorona has wept herself into nightmares, and we still talk of her in daytime, in daydreams, in rainstorms made from our own insecurities. The lessons have trickled down. We cover our mouths now, drown out the screams, pretend that everything is okay. Monsoon ourselves into misery, puddle ourselves into paralysis. Generational waves flow into worry, and there are so many versions of this tale that have been rinsed through each generation. Some say the husband was a loyal war hero who never made it back home. Others say he couldn't be bothered enough to stay, but he is just a footnote every time she is alone. Her hands soaked, her kids gone. A woman drenched in depression, too flooded to lift her own body up, too weak to save her children. Tears so heavy, they became cinder blocks on lungs. How can you save anyone when you can't breathe underwater, when motherhood submerges you? The headlines highlight your reactions. Footnotes become excuses. Water stains become reminders of what used to be there. You evaporate out of reality. Thoughts of waterboarding yourself out of this sinking ship as if a broken heart doesn't feel like running against a river's current. Cascade of guilt, because these kids ain't getting the best version of this mother turned sea serpent, woman turned ghost story, trying hard not to cry herself hollow. We become a gaping hole of grief that is never talked about. And this story is embedded in a culture of strong Latin women, a cautionary tale not to waste time crying. Every time you see us, we are the strength that keeps the floodgates closed. We tell it as a bedtime story, washing out the details, turn pain into a beautiful lullaby. And isn't that our legacy? Terror passed down as traditions. Crying holds more fear than condolences. Ulcers form faster than apologies, and our women can't stop and feel, cause our whole world would drown if we did. And I wonder how many times our elders held in a breakdown.
Voice of God. What were the points for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.3.
27.3. Give it up for Just Incredible. Judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.9.
Whoa!
We have a 9.1.
Okay.
A 9.3.
Okay.
A 9.5. How do you guys feel about that? 9.5? And a 9.8. Applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay to clap, folks. It's okay. Throw chairs. Cheer. Get one of those big signs with your thumb on her finger. It's like, yeah.
Don't throw chairs.
Don't throw chairs, no. I was kidding. That was exaggeration. The poetic device. I'm sorry.
Judges throw them back.
Put them back politely. Anyway. Alright, on deck is D-Rod. But come to the stage right now. Please give a warm round of applause for Doug Dupree!
You better preach, preacher. But the youth minister fit, you better go for it. Oh, she did. Oh my goodness.
In the poetry world, you say you have a new poem, the crowd and the poets do a chant like this. Judges, watch this. Hey y'all, I got a new piece.
New piece?
Say what? And that's usually good news. But there are days you don't want to hear the chant. Because sometimes the only reason there is a brand new poem is because there is a brand new death. Which brings us to our next poem. Y'all make some noise for America all the way up. Come on.
Ooh, yeah.
There was another black body found today. Thank you. Come on, you gotta do better. Give it up for America. How else she gonna know that you want more pieces like this? Yo, I got a friend says they don't like coming to poetry slams because we always write about a black boy dying. And some days, I don't like coming to poetry slams because we always have to write about that black boy dying. But America seems to be like, I love coming to poetry slams. We get to hear about the black boy dying, but not just any pieces, the good ones, filled with imagery. I need to say an image? Exactly. That's why this part of the poem is called foreshadowing. It's where you can see the bodies before you can see the bodies. It's the ones that you remember until you don't. And you'll be like, oh, what was the name of the kid who got murdered in the street? In her bed. In custody. By her brother. To eventually names forgotten. And that's just in time for America to be like, y'all, I got a new piece. And all the graves be like, say what? This one is called Trayvon. It uses idioms like life ain't sweet, y'all. I got a new piece. It's called Philando. Here, when I say you're going home tonight, it's just a metaphor. It says you're going home tonight, y'all. I got a new piece. Well, I was going to call this one Emmett till I found out I can get off if I called it an accident. Reciting these poems used to be hard. But when there's a new piece every week, you never have to actually memorize the bodies. No, in reality, it's America's new pieces that's been trash. But if these judges see your black poem in a hoodie, they might give you a costume and prop violation. Come on! Add a 20-year time penalty. Take away all your highs, leave you with the lows, which gives our black poem a total score of. Oh, sometimes we don't even stick around long enough to hear it. Sometimes a black poem can come into this world, y'all, and they judge him before he gets the chance to stanza, but I shouldn't be surprised, because most of our black poems don't live much longer than a haiku anyway, but you know what really makes me nervous? I haven't heard America scream new piece on my timeline in a minute, y'all. Like, what if they just are waiting on deciding the next piece? That's why I just pray that the next time America is asked to perform, it goes like this. Yo, I got a new piece. I said, I got a new piece. But this one is called, There's So Much More to You Than Just Becoming a Poem.
Yes, sir.
Voice of God. What was the score for the previous poet?
Previous poet had a 27.9.
27.9. Give it up for Slim Truth. All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. All right. From low to high, we have an 8.2. We have a 9.
Okay.
We have a 9.5.
Okay.
We have a 9.8.
Okay.
And we have a goddamn 10. I should let y'all know that I have a thing where I'm supposed to say something every time there's a 10. I kind of slipped on it this time. I apologize. Going forward, we're adults in this room, right? Are we adults?
We're adults.
So every time I say it's a 10, I'm going to say it's a motherfucking 10. Got that?
Got it. We ready?
There we go. Good. Awesome. So, without further ado, on deck is Maze, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for D-Rod the Poet!
On the edge of the NFL draft stage, he flashes back to the tales of the Mandingo slave. Stories of the strong, buff, black buck, strong enough to pull the plow like oxen. For the white man's entertainment, fought to the death, Mandingo boxing. Was put to stud because they need more like him. Coveted by rich white men like blue chip stock options, was this the precedent that was set? Put our lives on the line for a cracker's entertainment, work us like cattle, love only for our wins, like earning potential, flash forward. Wow. They push him along in school. Can't read a contract, but as long as he can still read a defense, it's cool. Told him the game would last long and bring about financial freedom. Silently, it resembles being subjugated into servitude and indoctrination to the indentured. Their farming talent. Can't tell if it's a playing or plantation field. He hit harder than a reality reparations. Ran past the goal lines like the Mason-Dixon, told him you gotta be willing to die for the best. How do you live when your life expectancy will never outlast your effectiveness? Flashback. He wonders about the skinny slaves. Tales were never told about them. With intellect being a trait as desirable to owners and owner-seers as muscle atrophy and insatiable thirst for freedom, they're still picked by owners and GMs. Even skinny slaves are kept till they work to death. They're just not coveted like them mandingos. Flash forward. Only finding limited liberation through free agency to the altar of the all-stars, sacrificing their whipped backs, ankles, and knees, coveting a career of concussions only to get diagnosed with CTE, throw deep bombs but get shot when they throw up their arms while unarmed. He contemplates all of this while waiting to be picked, finding correlation in the fabric of his oppression. Our traumas like tapestries, sewn together and stitched like the auction blocks in the stage where he is to be drafted. A world where 6 points and 6 shots both touch down with the same signal.
Come on.
Tackling ideas of Negroes' freedom lacking. Never finding liberation like niggas' forefathers lynched. You see, he thought NFL held niggas down for life, but found out it lasted not for long.
Come on.
He would be relegated to the plantation of the projects. Meanwhile, young boys are pushed through the pipeline from playgrounds to pro fields, pee-wees from Pop Warners for boys who pounce where gone. The truth is protection of a player's position will be found in the revenue he's given. So now he listens. The commissioner steps in. With the first pick in the draft, all Mandingo hears is sold.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had 28.3.
28.3, give it up for Dove Dupree! All right, judges, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, from low to high, we have a 7.8. We have a 9.1. We have a 9.2. A 9.8. And a motherfucking 10. On deck is Quinn, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for May!
Come on, Black Queen. Dojo shit.
It really frustrates me when people ask, where are you really from? I was born here in the United States of America, the place that we all call home, where we're treated like visitors. I'm black. I'm black like syrup on chicken and waffles and the North Star of freedom. I'm black like how you like your coffee black. Because no matter how much cream or sugar you add, your foundation will always be me. I'm black like guys pick up lines, be like, hey yo, you cute to be dark skinned. Like it's my complexion versus standard of beauty, baby. I am gorgeous, I define gravity. And just happen to be double dipped in chocolate and tastes like strawberries. I'm black like police lights and ancient sweats, not knowing if I should feel protected or needed protection. I'm black like missing girl poster. Jane Doe of unsolved mysteries, and I'm tired of being silent in a constant state of rage like I have the audacity of an immature open casket in my smile. I'm black like the main ingredient in what actually makes America great.
Come on.
You know that finger-licking good pull up to the cookout, cousin. I'm black like that's not what you were asking. But that's what you was asking when you asked me that. I'm from here, good old USA. I'm so American, I rep red, white, and blue, but fuck the 4th of July with no loo, my fireworks goes off in June.
Okay.
I'm so American, I'm as homeless as the veterans that fought for it. Wow. You will never understand that economy, the intersectionality that resembles a crucifixion. I'm so black, I birth kings and queens. I'm so American that they will have identity crisis. I'm so black that I'm standing here justifying who I am. Slave owner's last name, no family tree. The closest thing I have to roots is Alex Haley. My entire survival exists within Stockholm Syndrome. I'm so American that white is right and black is bad. So black meaning not bad like bad, but like, hey yo, surely bad. You could put white out over black ink and erase it from the history books. But our grandparents passed down stories are the best lessons. Come on, I am what you see when you close your eyes and take a deep breath to face your fears. I'm superhero black. I'm raised my hand, ball my fist, black power. This too is my house. I am not your Negro. I'm so black that all descendants resonated inside of me. Can't track me. I'm so black. My growl is a warning. I bite back, cock back, shoot back, uniform or not, I mean that. I'm so black, I'm the smoke that rolls when they used to hang us and bury us alive. And that's when they realized they didn't want none.
Come on.
Where am I from? I'm from my blackness.
Amen.
I'm from America. I'm so black American that when you see me, put some respect on my ability to make a home out of a whore. And stop asking stupid fucking questions.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had a 28.1.
28.1, give it up for D-Rod the poet. All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.9.
What?
Oh! We have a 9.
Oh.
We have a 9.5.
Okay.
A 9.5.
Okay.
And a 9.8. Applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. On deck, we have the Charles Hines, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Quinn Killen!
Dojo shit.
Breaking Bad, Tonkin Man.
When a person creates life, they're called a mother. But when a building is the foundation for that child's development, it's hard not to consider them my babies just the same. I have been with them since the first formed memories. Their first friend, their first crush, their first lesson in surviving social jungles, their first leap of faith when they played hooky during third period. I was the first safe haven they had. Until I was their last. Their last cry in the bathroom as they screamed for their mother. Their last breath in a pool of blood on the concrete of a breezeway. I broke brick and bone just to make room for my babies, only for my body to be made into a death trap. And I tried to protect them as a mother should. Tried to hide them in the folds of my safe spaces, made my walls thick enough to shield them from ricochets and locked doors that kept them from the range of a shotgun. I thought I could protect them, but I could still hear their screams echoing through my chest. Is it not the burden of a mother to give her children the world only to watch in fear when someone crushes it? Is being a mother as permanent as they say it is, or is it pending the withdrawal of a child's life? Because when a newborn dies for 20 weeks, it is known as a spontaneous abortion. But when an intruder interrupts a 9-month school year, we call it Columbine. We call it Virginia Tech. We call it Broad Elementary. We call it everything except a sterilization. People say the children are our future, but do nothing to stop them from becoming hashtag into history. And it's hard to feel like anything more than a mortuary with all these unclaimed miscarriages in my womb. And I don't know which hurts worse, being riddled with bullets or riddled with guilt. Because my babies needed a savior, but I am no Jesus, and I have no resurrection to offer them. And I tried my best to hold them holy, but the bodies keep slipping through the bullet holes in my hands, and you wonder why your thoughts and prayers don't mean a thing. They don't protect my babies from your negligence. They don't clean up this crime scene you made of me. This is your fault. Every one of you that would rather ban books to shield children from hidden truths, but not the guns that turn my libraries into graveyards. Now instead of signing and autographing yearbooks, I have death certificates to sign on lockers in .32 caliber cursive. Wow. Because when a child is taken from this life before having a chance to live it, we call it unfair. Because when a mother is distraught after losing the life she birthed, it is called grief. But when I am a schoolhouse that made itself a home for the life that was taken unfairly, a building that birthed experiences and personalities now filled with still framed smiles and blood-stained dreams, do I get to call this unfair? Do I get to call this grief for mourning children I didn't bring into this world? Am I allowed to feel anything at all? Because if not, I do not know what to call this then.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had a 28.
A 28. Give it up for Maze. All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. All right, from low to high, we have an 8.6. There we go. 8.6. 8.8. We have a 9.4,
That's better.
a 9.5,
Increase pace.
and a 9.5. Applaud the poet, applaud the poetry, ladies and gentlemen. All right, on deck is Ed Mabry, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for the Charles Hines!
Because what you know about being a poet? A lot.
God made me a square planet. He saw the brushstroke that bled outside the lines and called it beautiful. Dreamt of flowers that bloom in the winter, and he said that it is so. My existence can be sharp. Many believe my edges should be more rounded, like they religion. See them other planets keep their distance. Ridicule the way I rotate, they call me abomination. As if the creator ain't breathed the same air into me as if they be the creator. They try to tell me that I'm not a planet. Smog my mind with doubt, litter my heart with lies, but I ain't ever seen a planet survive the cancer of hatred. They blame me for their own pollution, sharpen pitchforks at progression and wonder why things never change. The galaxy be gossiping. See, they debating whether or not my lifestyle be legitimate. Say, they Bible determines what grows in my soil. Steady, dumping dirt on my name, but this planet know how to recycle. My ecosystem can use everything. You won't catch no bottles floating in my oceans. My turtles ain't choking on nothing but laughter. This planet knows how to deep clean daily. I flush every frustration out of my spirit, and you and all your bullshit can erode. Cause some things don't like it when you love yourself without their permission. They wish to misspell misery across my scripture. They mistake my habitat for their hunt, so I've learned to carry just as much ammo as I do affection. Cause I wish a nigga would play with the way I sustain life. God made me a square planet, which means that God still made me. My oceans be iced coffee, and yes, the clouds are cotton candy. Depression dissolves in my atmosphere. My temperature stay mild, right at the boiling point of any insecurity. You cannot make me fear myself, and them other planets can stay mad as I look how I look, love who I love, and live despite everything y'all thought was possible. Small-minded ass bitches. See, I am not sorry. My heart is out here living cage-free, trotting over all your traditions, because who you think you taking to the slaughter and them other planets, they better keep their distance. I said them other planets, y'all better like taking pictures, cause no matter what you do, you can't take my identity.
That's a poem.
Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
The previous poet had a 27.7.
27.7, give it up for Quinn Killen, ladies and gentlemen. And judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3.
Got that?
You guys are you're on the ball. You guys are great. You did a fantastic job, judges. I just want you to know that.
Get it right.
I don't care what the audience says. No, I'm just- All right, from low to high, we have a 9.1. My pen is dying. 9.1.
Oh,
We have a 9.2.
that's slightly higher.
A 9.3. A 9.4. And a motherfucking 10. Applause the poet of pound poetry, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I said there's another poet, but psych, that's the thing we do every time in Poetry Slam, just to make you think there's another poet on the room. Okay, it's a thing about continuity. Anyway, we're gonna take a short break to do some math. Please patronize the bar. Please buy foods. Tip your bartenders, if there are more than one back there. We're gonna do some math, and then the top 4 will come for the final finale, and we'll decide who wins the Swampberry Jam Poetry Slam. There we go. There we go. I got it. Finally. It took me almost the entire set, but I got it. All right, folks. So, we're missing all 5 judges. Oh, 4 judges, sorry. There you are. Okay. You blended in with the natural camouflage.
I'm just in the street plant.
All right, folks. This is the final round. We're going to thank the following poets for their participation. It is hard getting up here and sharing your work. It is always a scary thing. You think you've been practicing it for a long time, especially if you've been practicing it. It's not something that you ever really get over, honestly. So, let's give a round of applause for Quinn Killen, Maze, Slim Truth, Just Incredible, and Arjun Bala. The poets for the next round will perform in this order. Number 1, Nisa Rose. Number 2, Lee Charles Hines. Number 3, D-Rod. And number 4, Dub Dupree. Unfortunately, though, we do have another technical issue. 1, we do not have all the judges, which is an issue. We don't know how to do. We have judge issues. So let's see. We see 1 judge, 2 judge. Maybe, is there anybody can take a quick look in the back just to make sure that our judges. They're coming? You judgmental folks. Sorry, I usually do the 1 minute, 2 minute warning, but it's like actually really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Slam Master of Magdalene Breaking Bad.
Not before Easter Sunday. Everyone good Friday just started, sir.
For Volusia County, anyone interested in doing poetry in Slam should see Quinn Killen.
I just earned my stripes and had the reward.
So where's our final judge? Probably snuck off for a cigarette break, a drink.
We have a search party.
It's not La? I think I got his name incorrectly. Not La?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we got. So we're almost ready. You guys having fun so far? It's been exciting, right? It's an experience going through the Slam. You go through a variety of emotions. You have ups and downs. You're energized, and then you're like, oh my god. All right, we got a full set of panel of judges. The open mic will occur immediately after the Slam. We've made take some pictures of the open mic happening, so I appreciate your guys' patience on that. And you have 4 minutes in the open mic. So the only other technical problem is that we do have a dry stage. So we do need a sacrifice. We need blood. Blood. Ladies and gentlemen, one round of applause for Quinn Killen!
I know her.
Y'all tell us to pick and choose our battles, to turn the other cheek when you run out of room, to whip cursive into our backsides, to bite the bullet when the guns be chewing through us, cause y'all want us to walk like Jesus, but march in our neighborhoods like the Romans, like we didn't build these empires from our thorns. Violence is never the answer unless it's endorsed by straight wealthy whites, cause when they get violent, it's the next chapter in the history books, but when our violence says enough, it becomes an omen for the end of days. Wow. White people can go ape shit in the federal building, but we get called the porch monkeys when our chests get beaten by guerrilla warfare. Y'all want us to be like Jesus, but crucify anyone who resembles him. You preach to us about a God who will take away our sins, but forget to mention in the fine print that we are the sin. Wow. Try to baptize our skins in bleach and try to pray our gay in God's way, because God forbid, white women get a little meat on their bones, all of a sudden black women gotta run back to the kitchen to take the seasoning out of our attitudes. God forbid. Drag queens teach your kid how to read, all of a sudden the only letters they can comprehend are LGBTQ. Y'all want us to cower when y'all scream slurs at us, but we can show you what niggas and what faggots are truly capable of. Cause y'all be a bunch of Jesus freaks with an Old Testament king, especially when the voice of God starts to sound like Pat Robertson or Willie Lynch. Finding purpose in watching us die for your sins, but this body will no longer be served for your communion. And I'll pick every battle, even if I know I'ma go down swinging, as if I'ma be like Jesus, y'all. I'ma be the Jesus I was flipping tables inside of temples, but I'm striving to be the Peter with a Jesus piece who has the will to make you be still, cause if bullets didn't have mouths to feed, Martin would have lived long enough to see Trayvon turn out to be a king. I am no longer biting my tongue, instead I'll just pop you in yours, and yeah, I'm a fag. But just like a British cigarette, I can still light your ass up. And I may just let you stop me, you try me on sight the first time, but believe me, I am patient. I hold grudges larger than Indian elephants at funerals, because I'm snatching pearls, I'm snatching edges, and with a little bit of confidence and a shot of Hennessy and maybe a hit off of somebody's split, bitch, you too. Because fuck being the bigger person, I am a son of David in a room full of Goliaths. I just need 5 stones to kill a bird motherfucker like you.
Judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Might as well give it a 30.
We have someone trying to influence the judges. We have a 9.2. What? We have a 9.5. We have a 9.8. We have a 9.9. And we have a motherfucking 10. So we're loosey-goosey, we're warmed up. This is the money round. The winner for this gets $1,000. It represents at the Blackberry Peach National Poetry Slam, a national event.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Folks. Yeah.
A chance to represent the United States of America.
And it just represents the United States of America in an international poetry competition, which is kind of awesome. Which the U.S. won the last time. In any event, on deck is the Charles Hines, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Nisa Rose!
You better speak, boy.
Oh, sweet liberty, at what cost? Here comes America. A land where the clock chews your bones for breakfast, where you pledge allegiance to a dream stitched in lies, climb ladders to nowhere but graves marked in numbers, not names. This land will not remember you. Not your sweat, not your breath, not your grandmother's whispered prayers to a God stolen from her tongue. It will take, hollow you out, leave you a ghost in daylight, a paycheck puppet, a tax ID, a whisper in a debt collector's ear, and one of the ancestors. The ones who bled into soil before it was sold, before it became parking lots and profit-shaped prisons. Those who spoke to the trees, danced with fire, bent rivers with will, only to be drowned in them. You call this a nation. I call it a machine. Oiled with marrow, grinding flesh into currency, a beast that eats its young and calls it patriotism. Kills the earth and calls it growth. Rewrites history and calls it truth. And Trump? Just a mask. A mere farrat, a dealer of delusions, selling snake oil dreams and red hats while the noose tightens every single time you breathe. Still, we chase the mirage, clock in and out, stack years like bricks in a wall we will never climb. Grow old with pockets of paper but a spirit overdrawn. Man, here comes America. Ready to turn your dreams into dust. Sell you salvation wrapped in a ballot box with a promise of 4 more years. And drown your anger in freedom. Wake up. Remember, you are here before names, before borders, before gods made in their image. You are not their system, not their laws, not their fears. You are the storm, the fire, the flood, the ancestors' unfinished sentence, so rise. Not with flags, but with memory. With drum beats in your chest and songs older than empires curling in your throat. Let your walk be protest, your breath a rebellion, your joy radical. In a world that profits off your pain, builds with your hands what they couldn't stand. Speak in the tongues they tried to bury. Make your healing louder than their hate. You are the prophecy they tried to silence with borders, bullets, and bills. But prophecies don't die, they come in too. They can still burn and erase, but they will never own you. So, oh, sweet liberty, here we are.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
The previous poet had a 29.2.
Wow! Give it up for Quinn Killen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, judges, let me get your scores. On 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got here. Okay, from low to high, we have an 8.9.
What?
We have a 9.5. We have a 9.7. We have a 9.9. And we have a motherfucking 10. Just so you all know, every time someone's getting a 10 now, it says 10 with an MF on top. People are required to be by the judges. It's really funny. I've noticed that, folks. Yes. Okay. So, on deck we have D-Rod. But coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for the Charles Hines!
Oh my God, I know him!
No, house? Home, bro.
You better go, bestie! Out of this world.
Respect the mic.
I am a student of poetry, and I initiate thought. See, I speak to the spirit. God spoke life into me. He made me a man from his words, then chaptered my character. And now I'm a man of my words. My fingers never forget how to breathe. My fingers fight for our futures, cause they trying to build out our rights. My pen stay steady. I create heavy, I do not take this shit lightly. You better think before you spit. See, think about the souls you save. Think about the burdens you bench because you said it with your chest. Your ideas are an incubator for somebody's wildest dreams. Your tongue is carrying a spiritual revolution. There is a heartbeat in your cadence. Hell yeah, this is life or death. Right or die, because this art just don't die. You can't afford not to come correct. There are things that this life just don't auto-correct. See, many people like to speak now and think later. But nah, this ain't just about words on paper. It's about what you said and how you said it. Sticks and stones may break bones, but words can break a soul. You better think before you spit. I said you better think before you spit. You better think before you spit. I give honor to the hands that made me, who crafted my clay carefully, the ones that showed me that I was a monument, that I too carry the movement, that me and you be the movement. Blessed be every person who rationed me their righteousness. Before understanding if I was fertile ground, I thank you for upcycling God's love and energy to every griot who gave me the grace to grow. Bless you, because now I know that you better think before you spit, cause we forget that we are gifted. God, Christmas wrapped us in his likeness. He signed our names into forever, sealed our salvation within him, delivered us from the demons inside of our minds. We ain't just talented. We are chosen. We are hand-picked as protagonists in the greatest storyline ever written. We are his design. Our blood be on the tip of the Lord's quill pen. You better think before you spit. Are your words wrecking balls or building blocks? You better think before you spit. For every person who opened doors with their open hearts, you better think before you spit. Are your words wrecking balls? Do not stain these stanzas. You better think before you spit, because the gift of gab is a gift from God. Your words will never reach their full effect until you learn to think. Until you learn to think before you spit.
Come on. Yes.
Voice of God, what was the previous poet's score?
Previous poet had a 29.1.
A 29.1. Give it up for Nisa.
Yeah.
Give it up for Nisa, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Judges, let me get your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.7.
What?
We have a 9.
Oh.
Okay, it could be a little bit higher.
A 9.
That's the same thing.
A 9.1.
That's barely better.
Not that little.
And a 9.5.
Oh, okay, that's a bit better.
Upon the poetry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
On deck, we have Dub Dupree to come to the stage right now. Please give a warm round of applause for D-Rod!
That's my man.
Is that my poetry ambassador?
Show is. Queens in the house.
Thank y'all all for coming out tonight. Y'all been had a good time? Yeah. Alright. Is it cool if we do something a little bit different?
Yeah.
Okay, because like I have my poems and I read them, and like truthfully I've not really ever gone as deep as I need to go, because sometimes I'm afraid of going there. Right? Like it's easy to talk about a situation that's outside versus talking about myself. So let me go ahead and get real. So find us in a situation, right? We are often colored with our emotions, right? And we sit down trying to really sometimes like judge ourselves. So in this moment, let me go ahead and give a nod to a person who's expressed that his favorite color was the blueness of my depression. You see, I feel sad. I feel lost. And sometimes in the midst of my depression, I feel anger, I get enraged, so now my color shifts to red, right? Like, I just want to cry. So sometimes I wipe my tears with terry cloths, right? I understand that I just want to be balanced. I just want to be real. I just want to be just to the people, like Michelle said, because, you know what I'm saying, oftentimes in the life that we live, you find yourselves really, really oppressed, and sometimes my oppression be my depression, and I just want to try and find a way to learn. I want to learn how to be a better example of myself, how to be a better poet, how to be a better person first and foremost, to be able to stand on the stage and let the words that come out of my mouth be the same thing that you see of me when I step off of it. I just want to be able to look at myself in a mirror and see something that can be worthy of myself and the way that my parents raised me. Because now, how many times you see us like lost like people in the crowd amongst a poetry slam, trying to fight through our trials like Charles told us about. I honestly want to be better, but I realized that my guide, that my lead was my dad, and there's a slim truth of a chance that I might be able to find like us to get a better relationship, I'm really, really lost. And I just want to fly. Let my wings spread like a dove. And sometimes I find myself realizing that I've gone from sniper, killing it one at a time, one shot, one love. Now I've turned to a target. Find myself sacrificed for the love of others, only to find none for myself.
Wow. Come on.
So now, on this stage, in this moment, you find me, a person colored in depression, lost, hopefully in this moment, trying to reach for a better mission, a better hope, but my arms are short like a T-Rex.
Voice of God? Oh, voice of God. What was the score for the previous poet?
Previous poet is 27.1.
27.1. Give it up for the Charles Hines, folks.
Right.
All right, judges, let me get your scores on 1 moth, 2 moth, 3 moth. Okay. From low to high, we have an 8.1, a 9.9, a 9.9, a motherfucking 10, and a motherfucking 10. You don't know if it's one
I'm supposed to call it
on deck is Wallow Jones, but coming to the stage right now, please give a warm round of applause for Dove Dupree!
Let's go, Profit. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to show you the Profit.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put you there.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've never seen your father before. Raise your hand if for some reason you're scared to call him. Okay, that one was for me, y'all. I'm scared to call my father. I just can't decide if I'll be peaceful, confused, or angry, Dove. I got plenty to say, I just don't know which version's gonna come out my mouth, you know? Quick sob story, I was stalked at age 6. Adopted by a mom I think I met twice. Makes me think of the dad I met never, and I wondered if we spoke just once. The conversation would probably go like, hey Dad, I heard. Well, actually, I didn't hear anything from you, but I saw you. And that would be a lie too. And I found myself trying to fish for figments of a father that of course don't exist. So I can only make you up in my imagination. I swear it's not like I'm trying to make you look bad. I just don't know what you look like. It's kind of hard to ruin your image when you never left me any pictures, but I probably wouldn't be prepared for that anyway. Like if one of y'all find a video of my father floating on Facebook or something, don't tag me. Because I'm not ready to hear, oh, you got his laugh, or that's just like him. I'm not ready to resemble somebody I can't assemble in my head. I am scared. Because what if he wants to talk to me? But I don't like the way he talks to me. Because he never actually talked to me. Oh, but now he wanted... This may be the only time he actually talks to me. Yo, I am scared to call my father. Because I really don't want him to pick up. But I really want him to pick up. Because I want to hit him with some snarky one-liner like, oh, how nice of you to pick up, Dwayne. Or whatever D name you probably got, yeah. But then what if I have to humble myself Like, sorry, sir, I didn't mean to disrespect you like that. I was just upset because you left me to these next up father figures. Don't tell me that I was a Brenda's baby or losing Isaiah on purpose. How many of us men have been season 4, episode 24 of The Fresh Prince? You know what I'm talking about. Leaving us to find the next available Uncle Phil of a shoulder to cry on. But what if he's like, I'm so glad you found me. I was too scared to reach out and get rejected. And what if we hit it off? But then I find out he got some stupid disease just as soon as I fell in love with the man. See, I ain't gonna call him, because he always trying to... Well, I don't know what he always trying to do, because I never met him. But in my head, he'd probably be doing something like this. And I thought about Ancestry.com, but what if the front page is like, what took you so long, Dove? You could have been healed. If I call him, I can't rub the fact that we never spoke in his face no more. Probably can't write another deadbeat dad poem. And the whole time that's been helping me get through. What if I have to tell him that I'm a father too? But I don't think I'm nearly as good of a father as I am a poet. And if I have a son who becomes a poet, it feels the same way I do. If I don't call him, I'll probably never truly heal. But if I do, I just call him my father. Raise your hand if you think I should call him.
Okay.
All right, judges. Let me get your scores on 1. Oh, sorry, yeah. I completely forgot about that, didn't I? I'd done so good all night and I messed up. All right. Everyone boo the host.
No!
Bad host.
That is you!
So, Voice of God, what was the score for the previous poet?
Previous poet had a 29.8.
A 29.8. Give it up for D-Rod. All right, judges. Now, let me see your scores on 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Number
from low to high, we have a 9.
Oh.
We have a 9.5. A 9.5. A 9.7. And a motherfucking 10. Applaud the poet, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I did the trick again when there's not another poet after what I just said.
You got me, Ray.
Every time. So we're gonna do some quick math here, but I think I can do some of it, and I'm gonna just double check with Noir, unless Noir wants to get someone to write on a piece of paper what the actual list is, and then have them send it up to the stage. That would be a crazy thing to happen. Oh my gosh, I foresaw this.
That was famous.
I dubbed the queen killing. It's already a queen, so. Alright, so I'm just double checking some stuff. Because we like to have triple redundancies. I majored redundancy in college twice. Okay. So, in 4th place, with a score of 27.1, give it up for Charles Hines.
Do you need some help? I got some good prescriptions from Lens Crafters. 50% off my brand new pair.
Why is this like this? Yeah, hold on.
If you need some help, I got you.
Give me 1 second, folks. What I don't understand is why this is listed on here and not the order that we did the rounds, and then you put them.
It's clean effing slate. So just add the the score.
It's too late. We done already said all the
I get, look, man, I have yet to be Steve Harvey, and I'm not going to start now, okay? So, I'm extra careful when I do this stuff. So, in fourth place, the Charles Hines. In third place, Dove Dupree. In second place, Nisa Rose. And your Swampberry Jam Slam champion, please give it up for D-Rod, the poet! Let's have all 4 poets on stage for pictures, please. Just quick pictures.
On the stage. On the stage.
Give it up to these poets. Some of these poets I've seen perform before, some the first time. Nisa, awesome job, thank you. The first time I had a chance to hear you, that was fantastic. The rest of you guys killed it. Dove Dupree is a former champion and came to play today. But D-Rod came with the improvisational. Ask me in the back, what's the name of the judge again? I'm like, the name of the judge is this. So I wonder. So, give it up. One more round of applause for these poets, ladies and gentlemen.
And maybe we'll be proud.
I know who else is I know there's someone taking pictures out there, so that's good for the picture. And one more round for everybody who's the poet that participated in this slam. Want to get up on stage? That's incredible. Slim Truth. Everybody get up on stage. Just 1 second. We want to thank you, poets who participated. One round of applause for all these poets. Let's give it up. Come this way, come closer, come closer, come closer, come closer.
Short people in front.
Short people.
I'm tall, I can go over there.
If you got good knees.
Move along.
Closer. Closer, closer.
If they don't crack, then you go down.
Oh, they do. Going down and coming back up.
One more.
Don't let it sound like a drive-by.
Watch your feet. Watch your knee. I'm looking at that power strip on the wall.
Right.
Oh, that way.
Oh, there.
We got astigmatism.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, poet. Come on, let's get a hand to these poets!
Okay. Let's also give it up for Stanley Richardson, Roar Hente for doing scorekeeping. The venue, thank you, bartenders. Hopefully get some food. We're gonna start the open mic right now, I guess. Right now, right? So some people have been chomping at the bit to get on this microphone, and I guess why this is really, really late.
Hey, give it up for the host and the judges.
Wonderful judges. You did fantastic tonight. Take a bow, judges. I'm gonna take a back. Okay. It is a hard job. It's one of the hardest jobs of the night. Being a judge is hard. I don't take that. Oh yeah, poets have work and merchandise they're actually probably selling. So if you want to buy their work, you can totally do that sometimes. Especially the one named Quinn Killen, because apparently they might have merchandise with them. So, you want to buy some of their stuff, or some of the other poet stuff. They have stuff that you can buy, take home some of their work. I am all out of words, folks. I used them all for the slam. But other people have words, so if you want to go buy poetry from a poet, feel free to do so. We have the open mic, and I'm going to start the list. The first person who wanted to sign up, please give a warm round of applause. Kendall, you still up? Give it up for Kendall!